So we just finished going over the tools, and now we're going to start actually drawing some components here to facilitate us making our floor plan. So to start with, we want to get onto the website for the class, and if you just type in qe-construction.com, it should come up, and if you go to 10 Construction, Planning and Design, and look up the Sketchup House Design project, it has a list of items that we need to include in this sort of introductory house design project. So we have a variety of rooms here that we want to include. We've got a utility room, an entrance, laundry, living room, kitchen, dining, bedroom, bathroom, and spare bedroom. So what we can do is have this in a window, and we'll flip between these. So we need to have 2 rooms that are 5 feet by 5 feet, an entrance and a utility room. So we'll come back over here, and we're going to draw a rectangle. And when you draw a rectangle, you want to make sure that you click and release your finger from the mouse and then drag it in the direction you want it to be. So let's start down here. We'll type in 5 feet, 5 feet. Now you want to use the apostrophe and the quotation mark key as your feet and inches. And once you've entered it in the bottom right, push enter, and it creates that square the size of one of those rooms. Now if you have multiple rooms that are the same size, you can use your select tool. You can highlight that, and you can either go edit, copy, and then edit, paste, or you can just use your shortcut keys of Control-C being copy and Control-V being paste. So let's take a look at what the other rooms are. So we need 1, 2, 3 rooms that are 10 by 10. So we'll get a rectangle tool, click and release, type in 10 feet, 10 feet, and we've got one of those done. We're going to copy and paste that 3 times and go back and check our numbers. We need 2 rooms that are 9 by 9. So, oops, let's click that down there. Another rectangle that is 9 feet, 9 feet. And we need 2 of those, so we will select it, copy, paste. And let's check our list again. So we need a 3 by 4 and a 5 by 9. So let's go over here. We'll make a 3 by 4, 3 feet, 4 feet, and a 5 by 9 for the bathroom. Okay, bathrooms have to be 5 feet wide if you're going to have a full-size tub, so that's why we make them that width, and then you can fit the tub in at the end of the room, and that's pretty standard. So now we've got all our rooms drawn here. We should go through and label them so we know what they are. So we'll start by living room, and we can place that on one of these 10 by 10s. Actually, let's up the size of that so we can read it a little better. Let's go from 6 inches to 12 inches, and we'll go living room, and it should save those settings once you change it. There we go. Do another one here. Dining room. And we'll do master bedroom, short form, and that goes into a 10 by 10. We'll do another one here for the kitchen. It's a 9 by 9, and spare bedroom. Okay, so we got our entrance. Put that in there. And we've got our utility room for our hot water heaters and furnace and electrical panel. And then we also have our laundry. Now this is a pretty small laundry room, but it'll work for like a stackable or something like that. And then our final bathroom. And we'll place that in there. Okay, so now that we've drawn those, we want to make those components, because if we try and move this and we haven't selected it properly, it skews the shape into something else because it grabs one portion of that object and not the whole thing as a unit. So you could move it if you selected the entire thing and then grab the move tool. That would allow you to move things. But if you connect it with something else and then you try and move it away, it makes a mess. So I'm going to use Control Z to undo, and that will become definitely one of your friends, Control Z. And we're just going to select each of these and make them a component. Make sure that it says replace section with component and just create. You can rename it if you want, but it's not necessary. So I'm going to just go through and make sure these are all created. Once you have these all done, now you're able to manipulate them and put them side by side and connect them with other ones and kind of organize them so you can figure out how you want to lay out your floor plan. So they're all done. That's good. So now we can grab them with the move tool, and you can connect to a corner, or you can connect to a midpoint. I would recommend not connecting to somewhere just randomly in the middle of the object, because it makes it hard to connect them to other rooms that you want to snap them to. So when you click on a corner, you can snap it to the edge of another one very easily, and it tells you what it's connecting to, endpoint and component, or the midpoint. So that kind of makes things a little easier. So it doesn't hurt every once in a while to kind of change your perspective, just to make sure that you're not putting things in different levels or planes. So just double check that to make sure that you're drawing actually the way you want to be drawing. So now we can take our time, we can kind of think through this and figure out how we want to organize our rooms. So maybe we want our kitchen here, maybe we want our dining room sort of up beside that. It's kind of a nice way to do it. You want your living room attached to that. Let's throw our entryway sort of in here somewhere. Plunk our utility room maybe in behind our kitchen. Maybe we can stick our laundry in behind. If it's not connecting the way you think it should, zoom in and then make sure it does actually connect to where you want it to connect. And let's plunk our master bedroom in here and our spare bedroom. So why don't we attach our bathroom right up beside our utility room, and we could connect that maybe at the midpoint, and then connect this maybe at the midpoint there, and we could have a hallway. And you can manipulate these around. So if you don't like this design, we'll adjust it, move it. Don't just leave it where it is. And you have to think about this, because if I plunked rooms like this, sure, it makes a compact unit, but when I walk in my house, I have no way to get from my master bedroom to my bathroom without walking through my spare bedroom. Or the only way to get to my utility room or my laundry is through these bedrooms. So you have to allow space to get to and from the different rooms. So you can move those around. This is definitely not something that I am happy with, but you can manipulate them until you get something that you are happy with, in which case I've kind of done that over here, and I've played around and kind of fought with it a little bit. And it's a good idea at this point to make sure that you check in with me and make sure that it makes sense, and that you can actually get from one place to another. So in this one, got our kitchen, dining, living room. You walk into your living room area. You got your spare bedroom here, master bedroom. Your bathroom is off your living room, very close to your bedrooms. Your storage room and your laundry are by your kitchen. So all your plumbing fixtures are right close together. And that's going to reduce the cost of construction as well. So the other thing we want to do is try and make the house as rectangular as possible, because any change in the walls, any little sort of bumps like this are going to cost you more money. So in this case, I would probably extend this and make it square. I would definitely extend this over here and just have the wall go through. You could have a little porch over here, so you might just leave that, and you might have a porch across the front. So your roof system could be very simple on this type of house. So there we go. Say we figured that this is what we want to do. This is our layout. At this point, this is where you check in with me, and then I'll show you the next step.